Okay, hey guys. So I'm here. Don't worry. So what's going on, everyone? Don't worry. Okay, so it looks like it just started. There's a bit of a delay. So, how's everyone's Saturday? Mine is just fine. Uh, Happy Chinese New Year as well. I'll just wait a bit, let people join. Oh wow, 65 viewers already. 76. Wow. 86. My gosh, let's keep this going. 95. All right, come on, 3 digits. Okay, 101. So, yeah, I didn't expect that many people to join so quickly, but okay, so I guess I'll get started. So, well, now that you're all here, I'll just go ahead and make my big announcement. So, if you didn't already see in the description, I will be hosting a competition. It will be on March 4th, and it will be in Lexington, Kentucky. So the first competition in Kentucky for like almost 7 years. The last one was in 2010. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, if you live in the area, be sure to come if you can. So yeah, it'll be pretty awesome. Registration is open. It opened today. So yeah, I believe we have almost 15 competitors already, or something like that. Um, so I'll go ahead and answer some questions. So yeah, that was the exciting news. But you guys can start asking questions. Okay, here, I just see a bunch of highs, so that's cool. Uh, what's my main? Well, for which event? I'm assuming you want to know 3x3. I use the Valk M, Cubicle Valk M. Have I tried the Gen Air UM? No, I have not, but I do have an ultimate version. Uh, it's a pretty decent cube. It just doesn't suit my style very well. I think that there are better cubes out there, at least for me, though. Hmm. What 3x3 do I recommend for below $20? Well, pretty much any 3x3 that isn't magnetic is below $20. So there are quite a few options there. I'd say that, well, the GTS is good, the Valk is good, the Valk 3. And yeah, those are two really good cubes. But if you're looking for a budget cube, this one's really nice. The MF3 RS. It's crazy good out of the box. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Favorite cube? I don't know. My Along's pretty cool. But my favorite event is 3x3, obviously. Am I excited for nationals? Yes, I am. That'll be pretty cool. It's already at above 500 competitors, so that's pretty cool. Have I made a magnetic DIY cube? No. Main 5x5, I use the Wushuang. Favorite shoe brand? Nike. Yeah. Have I tried the Wu Chui? Yep, it's my main. But in the video that I just posted, those were from competitions back when I did not have that cube. So yeah. Is the Yan 3 good? Yeah, it's pretty decent. Uh, what's the difference between a regular GAN and an ultimate? Well, the GAN 356. Well, I'm assuming that you mean the Air. The GAN 356 Air. It's a bit heavier, but the ultimate is like quite a bit lighter. So that's why people are saying the magnets are so good, because you get a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy at all, but the performance is just like a magnetic cube, any other magnetic cube. So that's what I'm assuming. Am I still into square one? Not really. I couldn't even tell you when I did an average of 5, or when my last average of 5 was. But yeah. What's my OH main? Well, I like the Valk just because it's so small, but I don't know. I haven't tried my 50 millimeter Zenchi in a while, but honestly, that's just a bit too small for me now. So I think that I'll be transitioning to probably a 55 millimeter cube or somewhere around there soon, because my hands they're way too big for that 50 millimeter cube now. So yeah. How much did it take to get a sub 10? Well, I can tell you that, well, it did take a lot of practice, but I think my first sub 10 was maybe, actually, I don't even know. That was such a long time ago. Hmm. I think it was just over 6 months from when my first competition was, something like that. What 2x2 method do I use? I use the EG method. I use anti-CLL in place of EG2 pretty much. Am I excited that Felix got all records 3 through 7? Well, I'm very happy for him, and that is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know. I don't know how he pulled that off, but it's pretty crazy. I think it's really cool. Football or basketball? Basketball. Just curious, do you guys trust the process? Just wondering. Uh, uh, how I solved the 3x3? Well, I used the CFOP method. Yeah, I mean, not much to it. But what time should you be before you compete? If you can solve the cube, you should definitely go. Well, if you can solve it within a reasonable amount of time, like 10 minutes, under 10 minutes, like you can compete. Like just go as soon as you can. Like they're um, they're both good for competing, and they're like a good social outing too. So that's there's more to competitions than just competing. So yeah, really just go. If you can solve the cube, try to make one as soon as you can, because they're pretty fun. Square one or skew. Um, Both of them are pretty fun, but probably skew. I don't know. I feel like, well, skew's faster and there's no parity, but I think my world rankings pretty much, or they're pretty much the same. Actually, I probably dropped in square one since I haven't competed in a while. But yeah. Dang it won't let me scroll. Yeah, you guys are like so many questions. It's like freezing up my chat. It's crazy. Why don't I use EG2? Um, because anti-CLL is a really good alternative, and it can be faster in some instances. So I really didn't see much of a need to switch. Since also I usually have a bunch of other options. So yeah. What's my 2x2 main Yushin White? Uh, PB, 4.15 for 3x3, but I really should have broken it. I should have broken that when was it? Like a week ago. Uh, yeah, I one looked F2O and I just, uh, frustrating. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was a 23 move solution, but I didn't get it on the first time. So, am I going to Worlds? Hopefully, that would be really cool. But it's like right after Nationals, so that'll be a pretty crazy couple of weeks. Less than that, like 7 days of competing in what? I don't even know, like 12 days or something. I don't know. Uh, Probably. What shades do I use? I usually, well, I prefer half brights plus deep blue from the cubicle, but really, I can use any shades now. Like, I don't know. Uh, it's not necessary for me to have those on a cube now. I can recognize fine on any scheme pretty much. Hockey or basketball? Basketball. Oh yeah, this guy trusts the process. Shout out. Uh, yeah. Do I play soccer? No. Do I solve the 7x7? Yeah. I'm just sub 4, I think. Hmm. Do I have any blindfolded experience? Well, I do have a main in competition, but I I haven't practiced blindfolded in years, so uh, it doesn't really interest. I mean, I like to see people do it very quickly, but like just if I do it, it doesn't interest me that much. I don't know. It just takes a lot of time. I know I could improve, but like I don't know. I just feel like sighted salts are better. Uh, yeah, I know Brandon Satterstrom wouldn't agree with me. Have I ever tried Rue or ZZCT? I've tried Rue, but I know how ZZCT works, but I've never like tried it because I don't know the algs. Moyu or Dian? Pretty much Moyu now. I mean, yeah. Guoguan or Yushin 2x2? Uh, the Yushin 2x2, Yushin White is my main, but honestly, the Guoguan is probably better for the majority of people. I don't know. The Yushin just suits my style very well. Do I play basketball? Yes, 2K. What's the best OLO and PLO? Uh, I don't know. For OLO, pretty much just the case. I like the cases when the corners are solved, or the case and the cases when the edges are solved. So they're pretty fast. And then I like the JB perm. I think that's what it is. Have I been to a NASCAR race? No. Thunderclap V1. Yeah, it's pretty cheap cube, and it's pretty good. Never was my main, though. What are my least favorite events? Well, I haven't had a very good experience with feet, and also blindfolded just because I DNF those all the time. So, yeah. Oh, Blake is in the chat. Hello, Blake. Okay. Yes, Panda for Chinese New Year. Yeah. Okay. Back to questions. That was a bit weird. Do I like the GTS? Yeah, it's a pretty good cube. Favorite patterns. Super flip is pretty cool, especially on big cubes. Keeping a cube is cool also. Tips on sub 8.5. Well, make sure you are pretty good at finding your first pair, and just make sure you're looking into the next step as much as you possibly can. Is the Along V2 still a good main? Yeah, it's still a good cube, but I don't know. It really depends. I mean, it definitely is a bit older than most. Well, obviously it's older than newer cubes, but it's just a different style. Like cubes from back in the day were just a bit more blocky. Like cubes now, they're just lighter and stuff. So it really depends on what your preference is. It's also not quite as fast. So cubes have generally gotten, like, specifically 3x3 is just lighter and faster. Do I have the Vulcan? Yes. Eat a 2x2. What? Oh, never mind. Do I play any instruments? I used to play the clarinet. So, yeah. I mean, I still can, but I don't practice very frequently. Do I play video games? Yes. Tips on sub 25 average. Well, make sure you know full PLL. Well, honestly, at that speed, make sure your F2L is pretty efficient. But once you reach about 20 or so, make sure you know full PLL, and then just be more efficient. And yeah, and then after that, you can learn OLL. Just, yeah. Pyramix average. I think I average like maybe mid to high 4. I don't know. I don't practice very much. I also use keyhole. It's not a bad method, honestly, but Waylong GTSM or Yen 3M. I've never felt a Yen 3M. So I don't really know, honestly. What method do I use? CFOP. CFOP for 3x3. Blake is messaging me, so that's what that beeping is. Yeah. Do I have a PS4? No. Xbox. Tips on sub 2 for 2x2. Well, make sure that you're one looking almost every single solve, and also, just it takes a lot of practice to choose. Honestly, getting sub 2 pretty much just requires good TPS and the ability to one look, but after that you just need to be able to choose the best solution. Like once you get past that, you should be able to find multiple solutions in inspection, and then being able to choose the best one is key after that speed. My first cube, it was a Rubik's brand. First speed cube was a Guhong. Well, first speed cube, or 3x3 speed cube. Have I solved my 13x13? Yes, I have. And I have not, I don't think I've touched it since, because that solve was very painful, except for, especially from the centers, but it is a very cool cube. I just don't have the time to solve it. Or, I don't know, it just takes a lot of time. Tips for sub 7 on 2x2, learn Ortega, I guess. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Please do a blind solve. Not now. Not now. I think I forgot my lettering scheme. What do I think about the roux method? It's a pretty interesting method. I use CFOP because obviously it's more popular, and that's what I found out about first. And also, even if I did roux, sure it would improve, but my block building skills aren't particularly great. And also, it's a bit hard when you aren't color neutral. So, yeah. 4x4 multi-blind. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can't do that though, so sorry. Where do I get my algorithms from? Well, it depends. algdb.net is a great resource. Chris Olson's website is great for 2x2. And yeah, I mean, YouTube is also a great resource, especially since you can get an idea of how algorithms can be executed. So, yeah. How many algorithms do I know? Honestly, I couldn't give you a number, but I don't know. I know a lot of subsets. It has to be close to 1,000 probably, but I don't know. Yeah, I really can't give you a number. Oh, that's a cool thing to find out. Yeah, it would be pretty cool to find out that nationals is in your state. My first nationals actually was even closer than Fort Wayne is, so that's pretty cool. Am I a white cross solver? Yes. On 3x3. Favorite comp? That's hard. It's gotta be one of the nationals or the, I don't know, my first competition was pretty cool because it kind of gave me an idea of what competitions are like. And also, like, I was in a different speed, so I had a different experience and stuff. But Worlds was pretty cool. All the nationals have been pretty awesome. So yeah. Portland was also pretty cool. Well, obviously because it's the nationals, but yeah. How many languages do I know? I know English, and I am pretty proficient in Spanish and Java. Yeah. Wait, did someone ask what I use to edit? Yeah, I use iMovie. Tips on reducing nerves. I don't know, just like don't get too worked up if you get a bad time. Just stay positive and just treat it like you're solving casually at home. Yeah. Chat is freezing up again. Do I have social media? Yeah. YouTube. I have a Facebook page. I also have Google Plus. So that's it. Honestly, my hands are a bit tired right now. I don't know how much solving I'd be able to do. I mean, I guess I can try some solves, but I don't know. I'll answer questions for a little bit longer. So if you want your questions answered, make sure to get them in soon. Will I ever come to South Africa for a competition? Honestly, I don't know. Seems pretty cool, like a cool experience, but it's so far away that I don't know. I mean, it's like it takes so long to get there, so I really couldn't tell you. But who knows? Maybe. How should you learn CLL? Basically, just look for triggers in each algorithm, and maybe you can track like how a corner moves. Like for example, okay. I'll give an example here. So for this case, it's just a standard L case. So how you'd recognize it is matching right here and matching right here. And basically it's just take out the pair with RU2R prime, then sledgehammer, and then insert it back in. So just stuff like that. Some of them aren't that easy, but CLL is generally a pretty good EG subset to start out with. So yeah. Well, What's the big announcement? Well, I'm assuming you missed it at the beginning of the live stream. I said that I am organizing a competition on March 4th. Link is in the description. River Hill Fall 2015. Yeah, that was a really great competition too. My results were obviously very good, and Maryland's a great place. So yeah, I really enjoyed that comp. How many cubes do I have? I don't know. I mean, I've accumulated like a ton in just the past year, because I test a lot. But it's gotta be like, I don't even know. It's gotta be like 100 or something. I don't know, cause like even from the sale and the long challenge, I got 16. Obviously, I gave them away, but yeah, just from stuff like that, I've gotten a lot of cubes. Would I recommend learning EG1 before CLO? Probably not, but I mean, you can. It's just not what most people do. Am I planning to go to Europe for a competition? Well, if I do go to Europe, I would go to Worlds. Yeah, I'd go to Worlds. Is the UH house still good? Would I recommend it? Well, I don't know. Did you hear that I'm turning it? Like, this is what I've been turning the whole live stream. Oh yeah, I got this a little while ago. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to. Dang it. Oh, there we go. It came like perfectly tensioned because Moyu sent it just a standard UHL with the dual tensioning system. I don't know, this cube, it's like loose, but it's still controllable. Like, it's really good. I don't know. Like, I'm not really familiar with how the tensioning system works, but I think, I don't know, I think you have 2 screws or something like that. No, that doesn't make sense. I really don't know. But yeah. Do I play GTA? No. Do I play Overwatch? No. Pretty much just sports games. As of right now. Best Mega Minx? Well, it's pretty much just competition between the Xingqiao Aurora and the X-Men, but it seems that most people prefer the X-Men, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really do Mega Minx. But the thing is, if you're gonna go with the X-Men, it is, well, the best option is stickerless, pretty much. But there also is the Lux set, something like that, where you can have a custom color scheme. Best budget 2x2. Honestly, the budget 2x2 market isn't quite as like big as the budget 3x3 market, so there aren't as many options. Mofang Joshi does have this, the MF2S. I mean, it's decent, but just probably I'd recommend just going ahead and if you can, just pay like $5 more for a top of the line 2x2. But yeah. Someone asked if about the big announcement again. I'm organizing a competition. It's in the link is in the description. T-Perm. Yes, T-Perm. Great PLL. How many records do I hold? Currently 3. NAR 2x3 NAR single, average, and 2x2 world record. Oh, are people asking about my profile picture? That was from Hillsdale Fall 2013, the competition that I set my first. I got my first sub-8, sub-9 average, and also I think I won with like a 9.3 something average. So I'm pretty sure that was 3x3 podium in the picture. Just cropped it. Are there any? Dang it, so many questions. My gosh. How many ZBLL algs do I know? I think I've actually learned quite a few. If I counted, probably like 75 to 100, maybe more than 100. I really don't know, but quite a few. What's my Pyrmix PB? In competition, 2.17. Pretty proud of that. It's actually a lower ranking than my 2x2 single. So, I don't know. You can interpret that however you want, but yeah. All right. So just curious, when are you guys going to your next competition? Or what's your next competition? Just want to see. Okay. Oh, what event was my first podium? I think I podiumed in 2x2. I think that was my first podium. I think that was at Ohio Fall 2011 when I got 4th in 3x3, I think, in the final. With like a low 14 average. What lube do I use? Well, I still use Lumix just because that thing lasts a long time. Like I don't know, it's a pretty viscous lube, so I use that. And then I also use some Lubical silk sometimes. I use some of the Lubicals. I got DNM 37 a while ago. I haven't gotten to try it on smaller cubes, but I did try it on a big cube, and it works pretty well. So that's very cool. It just came out. I think it's like $9.50 for 10 milliliters, something like that. Oh wait, I need to see. Okay, going to a Florida comp, Caltech, cool. Mishawaka, oh yeah, that's nice. London, cool. Big Cube Bash, nice. Wisconsin Winter, isn't that Brandon's comp. UVA. Nice, Sean. Big Q Bash again. Music City. Nice. Yeah. Pretty much all over the U.S. Got a couple of international people. Red Cross. It's Justin's comp, right? 7x7 PB 327. In competition, it's like 340 or something like that. Yep. ODU. Nice. Oh, Shanghai. That's cool. New at C5, average 45 seconds. How do you get sub 35? For F2L, just make sure you're being as efficient as possible, and you can learn some algs. You can figure out some algs on your own with like intuitive F2L, or you walkthrough solves are pretty helpful. Yeah, plenty on YouTube. Oh, nice Croatia comp. 3x3 PB 4.15. Like I said earlier in the stream, should have broken it like last week, but that's okay. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream at 5. I just decided that I'm not gonna do much cubing. Hands just aren't feeling it today. But yeah, I'm back down to what I was averaging a little bit ago. I've had a stretch where I just haven't had much time to practice. It's also been pretty cold. When it was cold outside, like around Dayton, yeah. But it's been a pretty mild winter, I have to say. So that's cool. Favorite food? I don't know. Sweets are pretty cool. But I also like steak. Just yeah. Okay. Next competition. Well, that's actually pretty convenient because my next competition will be my own, and link is in the description. Hey Kim, what's up? You joined at a bad time, kind of. Stream's about to wrap up. Have I learned subsets? Well, once you learn the basic algorithms, once you get a feel for like what works for you and stuff, I mean, subsets really aren't that hard to memorize. Like you start picking up patterns and stuff. Favorite sport, baseball, but I also watch basketball a lot since it's in season right now. What's a good lube? Well, like I said, I use Lubix, but the Cubicle has a great selection, and I prefer the Lubical lubes from their line. So, how long did it take me to get sub 10? I think it took me 2 years. Something like that, yeah. Valk, Along, or Air? Valk and Along are pretty cool. Valk 3 and Along. Did I know that Felix predicted my world record? Yes, I saw that video, and I asked that question. So that was actually super, super cool. Pretty funny to watch. Favorite cube? 3x3. So, yeah. pretty much all the small events. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for joining. This pretty much wraps up the live stream. If you want to see future live streams from me, just hit a like down below or let me know in the comments or something. But it seems like you guys like these pretty well. So, yeah, I mean, it was fun. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. So thanks for coming out. And yeah, see ya.